do you have any more general information or any tips that you think would be really helpful for therapists who are considering going to Hawaii?
Yeah, so for anyone who considers going to Hawaii to work, really what I tell them to consider is, do you truly want to work there, or maybe do you just want to take a great 1 week vacation here? Because it is a different place to work. Growing up, I never knew for instance, history of Hawaii, which you will absolutely learn when you move here, and you should absolutely research before you ever get here. I'll give you the brief history, which is that Hawaii has 8 islands, and they were their own country for many, many years until basically the U.S. annexed them as part of our country. So there are native Hawaiians who live here and are very dedicated to keeping their land and cultures, and in a lot of ways are not happy with being part of America. And then as the Americans colonized Hawaii, they brought in immigrants from all over the world to work in the fields here. So there's just such a diverse kind of melting pot of culture, and to be a part of that, the big thing is that you just have to be accepting and respectful. And the saying is kind of, you give respect, you get respect. If you come to the islands and you're rude, and you might not even realize you're rude, it might be a part of your culture. You might be like a East Coaster like me who would like honk their horn. Believe me, nobody honks their horns on these islands. Like, it is a slow pace of life. Everybody feels like everybody's family. You call people older than you your auntie or uncle. If you're like me, you're going to have people call you your auntie or uncle, or call you auntie and make you feel old. But like, everybody feels like family, and it's kind of like, yeah, like if you give respect and you're respectful and you respect the land and the cultures, you'll be accepted. But if you're not, the islands kind of have a way of kicking you out. So people either love it here, or and are like me and stay forever, or they kind of hate it and get out in 3 months. It's just not a fit. So I'd really kind of think about, like, do you really want to be kind of in this diverse new culture, almost like coming to a new country where everything's just different and you totally have to submerge and be a part of it? Or do you kind of just want to be maybe sipping a Mai Tai on the beach? So those are some things I would think about when coming to Hawaii. And also, geographically, there are 8 islands that make up Hawaii, and 5 of them will accept travelers, as far as I've seen. 2 kind of main islands need travelers for the most part. That would be Oahu, where I am, where Honolulu, the capital, is. And that's the medical center. It's where all the major hospitals are. People from other islands will get flown here. Then the Big Island is the other island that I see the most travel needs. That's actually where I'm going to take my next job in 3 weeks. I'm about to move, and that is really rural, but it is, as the name describes, it's big. It's the biggest geographic island, so they just generally have a lot of staffing needs because it's big and there's clinics and they need people, but it's more rural. So I would also kind of think about, like, where do you want to be? Like, if you're choosing between kind of really rural, really slow, Big Island, is that more your scene? Or are you more like, I want to be in the city, the kind of touristy area, a little bit of everything, Oahu? You might want to kind of think about which island is a fit for you.